Okay, welcome again to the web conference. I'm sorry that I dropped out there for a moment. This is the problem with doing 100 things at once. So again, let's get started. Thank you for your patience. Let's talk a little bit about why we're here today and what we're going to discuss. Okay, I am back and you should be able to hear me now. Thank you, Stephanie, for letting me know about the audio. Thank you for your patience. I am doing probably 500 things at once. And so let's get started with our short agenda for the day. We're here to discuss how the plate tectonic project went and details about the upcoming individual citizen science project. I did want to start off with a short announcement about next week. You'll notice that next week is spring break week, and as such, you do not have a module to complete for spring break. This week is week 8. You'll notice there's a module for that week. Next week, it would be week 9. That's the week after spring break, and the week 9 module begins Monday, March 17th, the Monday after spring break. So first, let's talk about your last project. The final drafts, the peer collaboration surveys were all due today at 12 noon, and I will grade those this week. Are there any questions that you have about the PSA project? Ask them now in the chat box. David asks if you're supposed to submit them as a resubmitted assignment. Yes, you're correct, David. Any other questions about the last project? Stephanie asks, if the assignment had no errors, do you leave it as is or resubmit? You're welcome to leave it as is. Okay, so moving ahead, let's talk next about the next project. You'll see it spans actually weeks 8 through 11. It's called the Citizen Science Module. For some of you, you'll be excited to know that this is not a group module. This is totally individual. You'll have 3 weeks to complete all of the elements. You have to move through the module sequentially. That is, you can't skip ahead. So you'll need to do them in order. The modules, in the module, it includes 4 opportunities for extra credit, a pre and post survey, and a pre and post quiz. Please note that the pre and post survey and quiz are totally optional, but the anonymous results may be used by me in research about student learning on citizen science. What you have to complete are 2 activities on a program called Zooniverse and a PSA video or pamphlet about citizen science. What do you have to turn in this citizen science module? Your grade is going to be based on completion of the following 3 deliverables. First, a pre and post survey and quiz. Remember, this is where you can get your extra credit. 2, screenshots indicating 50 classifications each for 3 completed Zooniverse projects. If you have no idea what that is, read the project instructions. Zooniverse is super cool though. You guys will like it. And finally, the submission of a final PSA video or pamphlet just about citizen science. Questions about the citizen science project, please ask them now in the chat box. Daniel asks if there's a guideline in the module. Yes, Daniel. In the project module, there's a step-by-step guide. Stephanie asks if there is a rough draft and final submissions. No, Stephanie, for this project, you'll just be submitting final drafts. Other questions about the citizen science project? So you might be wondering then, moving on, what should you do now? First, go and read the citizen science project instructions carefully. Next, you might be wondering what you should do if you run into a problem or have a question. First, reread the project instructions. Your answer may be in there. 2, you can post in the Ask Here for Help discussion board. That's an opportunity to earn up to 5 extra credit points. Finally, 3, you're always welcome to message me in Canvas. Any questions about this project or any of the previous questions about the previous project, please ask these in the chat box. Okay, things either must be crystal clear or you're totally confused. I'm not sure. But nevertheless, I do have to leave to attend another virtual conference. Feel free to stay in this conference, especially if you want to open up a private chat with someone who's in the conference that may be on your team. Have fun with the project and, of course, have a safe and fun spring break. Take care. Bye-bye.